Well, we're back at Discount Tires, so stay tuned for the next episode of We're on Our Way to see why we had to stop at Discount Tires and get new tires put on Lady Gray.
You could have gone anywhere, been anyone. You stole my heart like a thief on the run. You're not much for taking chances, but you're taking a chance on me. And now we're building bridges as far as the eye can see.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of We're on Our Way. I'm heading right now to Discount Tires. We're going to get some new tires put on Lady Gray. I'll show you a little bit what's going on. One of the tires that we had from Grand Design messed up, and I just don't feel safe with the ones we got on there. And we'll talk about the warranty and all that stuff, which I don't like how that is done, but we'll go through details. But we're going to go get some new tires on here. We're going to, and we'll talk about it a little bit once we get them on and we get where we're going camping this weekend, so we're excited about that. So let's get up here to Discount Tires and get some new tires on, and again, we'll show you all that. The sad thing is I'm doing this on my phone because I left the house and left my camera there, which I'm going to run back home in a little bit anyway, after I get the tires put on there. So let's get this done. Well, it's raining and we're here at Discount Tires. We are getting some new tires put on. I just don't trust the ones that's been on there. We've had it, it's a 2020, but there was a breakdown on one of the tires. And so I think it's best to get some new ones. We're going to do a review on these. I'll let you know what kind they are. But I usually buy all my tires at Discount Tires. So let's get these new ones. We'll show you a little bit of what's going on and them changing the tires. But Teresa and I just thought it was best to get the new ones. Again, I'll explain all this as we get on up the road and talk some more, because we're heading camping today. I can't wait. It's an exciting time getting back to new year, new times of camping. And Teresa and I are so excited about it. Matter of fact, I've had to hold her back. She's been wanting to go for the last month and a half. So let's get on this journey and let's go over here and see what they're doing to Lady Gray. Well, here they are. They got it off the ground and going to be putting some new tires on it. We're getting the Goodyear. We'll tell you what kind it is and all that. And again, we'll let you know how we like them, and then we'll do a review on them every 6 months or so and let you know how good they're doing. But I'm just glad Discount could get me in today to get these changed out. So let's get it done. And again, we're starting the camping trip and it's raining. I figured I would look at the springs through here to make sure they still look good, and they do. Sometimes people have a problem with those and have to replace them. So while they're doing that, I'm just checking it all out. Okay, we got the Goodyear. It's what we had put on there. We'll go in more detail a little bit later in the program, but I feel safer with these on there than what was on there. I did use one of the old ones for the spare right now.
I'm driving down an empty freeway, no waiting for the light to change. I'm seeing the sunrise behind me.
Just so you'll know, the sights are not level, so we're gonna have to level these things out. We've got leveled this way. In other words, we've had to bring the camper up on this side. That's the reason we use those. And then we will put the plastic things behind them to make it steady. So that didn't take long to get that done. Well, it's going pretty good here as we get some things set up. We're getting ready to put the stabilizers between those. I think that's the technology. If it's not, we'll put that in a few moments. But here's what those are, and they go between your tires. So we're going to do that. And hooked up with the electric, disconnect the truck, and then we're going to head back to the house and wait till Teresa gets off work, and we'll come back up here and camp out the weekend. Hey, baby. Hey. We're here at Dan Nichols. Is that you
Nicholas.
Say? Nicholas. I showed you at the beginning of it. We pulled in. Teresa wasn't with me. We picked her up after work. We got to go over here because this is close to home.
Yes.
And so
Relatively.
we got to get everything set up and get here, and then we picked her up last night. But we wanted to take a few moments and close out the program today, but you don't want to mix next week because we're going to do a review at the place. We're going to show you around even more, but we had some issues.
Yeah. It sounds like rookie mistakes, and we've been doing this is our third season, but we had a really cold snap this winter, and we left our Keurig in the camper and found out this morning that evidently it froze and thawed and damaged it. So we had to borrow coffee from Beth and Allen this morning.
We tried to DoorDash it, but it didn't work.
It didn't work.
So I had to go over with a
Yeti thermos.
They put some coffee in it for us. So we're going to do one or two things. Either we'll buy a new one and take it out when we winterize next year. And how we winterize, we just blow the pipelines out. It doesn't usually get that cold here to have to put
it was unusually cold this past winter, but not for long periods of time, but enough to it damaged that and our water filter.
Yeah, I went to get the water filter out because I leave it in the bay, and it had frozen and
ruptured it
and broke. So we had to go buy a new one of those. And I know, again, this all sounds like rookie mistakes, but we wanted to share them with you. So if you're buying a camper, you have one, anything with water in it, you probably want to store it out of your camper during the winter time.
And I think we just thinking we lived in the South that it wouldn't bother anything, because it didn't before. It just so happened just to be, really cold this winter. So keep that in mind. Even your cleaning supplies, anything like that you keep in your camper, you may want to take all of that in.
Now we're going to do some reviews this year. We've got a tent. You know the name of it?
The Clam.
The Clam. We bought it last year, but we're going to review it the next telecast. And then also we bought a Buddy.
Mr. Buddy heater.
and we're going to review that for you. And then we bought a outdoor cooking stove. So we're going to review those things in the upcoming episodes. Probably the tent this time, and then we'll review the other ones. But also we went and got some new tires. I showed you that. We had issues with our last tire. So when I took it to Discount Tire, they said they couldn't fix it because it had collapsed. And so we're hoping to travel more this year and a little bit more distance. And I didn't feel safe to have the tires that came from.
And we're also going to get a tire pressure monitoring system. And if you have one and you have a really good suggestion for us, put that in the comments and let us know, because we're going to buy that.
Yeah, the tires we got were Goodyear. Don't know the complete name. I will insert that now. But we're going to try those for 6 months and do a little review on them. Then we'll do something at the end of the year to let you know how we like those.
You said you already noticed a difference in the ride.
Yeah, it was a different ride even over here. Maybe it's just my mind knowing they're new tires. But it did feel better driving it over here, which is just about 30 minutes away, so it wasn't that bad. Also, we were here last year.
Yes.
And
for a long weekend, and Rodney had been to his parents and had worked outside and was stung by several wasps. We didn't know the extent of it. He is going to insert some pictures. Ended up having to be treated for almost 2 weeks.
Yeah. I gotta carry an epi around with me now.
Yeah, so it was a big ordeal, and so we really didn't enjoy ourselves. And it was in the summer, and it was hot. And of course, you know, if you have any type of rash or hives, the heat makes it worse. So,
well, a little bit of history on that. Like you said, I went to Mom and Dad's to do some work, and they were 3 wasp nests, and I knocked 2 of them down and stepped on both of them. Then I went to knock the other one down and got about 1.5 feet away, 2 feet away from it to knock it down, and they attacked me. Someone said they felt. Someone said there's some kids hollering at me. Well, my nephew and niece's kids are hollering. They're here, so we'll introduce them to you the next program. But I went to knock it down and they attacked me. And somebody said they smelled the pollen or whatever from the other wasp on me. And I thought I just got stung by 4 or 5 on my hand. And I went to the doctor once I got home, and they gave me some stuff for about 3 days. They went down, and then the next week they started popping back up again. And as you see on the photos, my eyes about swollen shut.
yeah, it was a really bad reaction.
And then my legs. I'll put all that on there and you'll see. They said I got stung by multiple 20, maybe even 30 wasps. So I've got to start watching it. Used to, they didn't bother me. I'd knock them down and do something, but she makes sure now that if I see any, I just kind of get up and move. So, but listen, we hope you enjoyed today. We know it's a little different in the sense of we're just showed you how we set up a little bit. We bought some new tires. So far, I do like them, but this is the first 30 minutes from the house. And shared with you some things that you do need to do next time you shut down for the winter. We just shut down for a couple of months, but we had issues with stuff with water in it. So make sure you remember that. But we're going to pick this up on the next podcast, and we're going to eat with the kids that were just hollering with us. Also, we're going to show you a little more of the park and do a review of the park. Also, there's a dam close by. We're hoping to get up there. They're saying there's some eagles up there, some birds up there that we need to get some photos of. So we're going to head up there next, and so make sure you watch the next telecast. And we appreciate all the people that have subscribed. We ask you to subscribe. We ask you to hit the bell. Also, give us a thumbs up. That helps all social media push things out when you give a thumbs up. And then also comment. We try to go back with comments if you comment, so please do that. But we'll pick you up next time because we're on our way.
Join us next time on We're on Our Way, and like and subscribe.